In this brief video, we're going to have a look at how a responsive website changes the display of the content to suit the screen size that it's being displayed on, and also very briefly how we can use what are called breakpoints to present information that we want to be shown in the order that we want it to be shown on a particular screen size. So I've got here a page that I've put up on the Itseeze Cambly website, which is just a banner image with a little bit of text on it, and then underneath that I've got a section that is effectively two columns. The first column here has a heading, and that will change depending on which viewport size we're looking at. There's then a bit of descriptive text for those of you that really want to know how many pixels are associated with each breakpoint. It's there. And for the Latin scholars amongst us, we have the Latin lorem ipsum text just as a text filler, followed by a large Itseeze website logo. And in the second column, I will place an image which is basically a screenshot of how you set the breakpoints up in the editing system, and it will show you which screen size we're actually looking at on the right hand side there. Underneath it, I've got the same content, different image, but that won't change. So this content resides outside of any breakpoint. So the bottom section will be how the website manipulates the content to show on any screen itself, and the top one will be within a breakpoint, and it will show the content that we want to show in the way that we want to show it. So the first thing I'll do is I'll go from what's called the XL breakpoint, the large widescreen breakpoint, and we will change that resolution to an iPad type resolution in landscape mode. And it's manipulated the image so that it's clear and readable. You can see more of the image on here. You can see the mobile phone and the iPad as well as the desktop monitor. The text here has changed to say it's an M viewpoint size, and you'll see here as well the text has changed here. The image has changed in the second column, and I've actually replaced the large Itseeze logo with a small Itseeze logo because the content on this screen size looks more balanced like that. If I scroll down a little bit, you'll see there is the undoctored content. It's still readable, still looks quite good, but to me it looked unbalanced. That logo was too large, that's why we changed it to a smaller one. And also you'll see here, if you're very careful, that I increased the column width in this breakpoint so that this image was slightly bigger, again just to make it more balanced. If we come down even smaller now, we can see here that I've completely changed the order of how things are shown. This is the original text and images that sits outside the breakpoint. We have the heading, the description, the Latin text, a logo, and the image from the second column. And what I've actually changed it to is the heading, the description, the image that was in the second column, followed by the Latin text and an Itseeze logo. It makes more sense to do it that way. So while you can leave the website itself to decide how it wants to display your content, you might find that when you go down to a smaller screen size, you have a better way of doing it. And that's what breakpoints allow you to do. If I go into editing mode now on the site, you'll see breakpoints are just added like any other element within the website, into which once you've put the breakpoint there, you can then put your text in there, your headings in there, your images, and here is one of the content sections for the XS. There's the beginning of the breakpoint here and the bottom of the breakpoint down here, into which we can put any content that we like, and this content would then only be shown when you're in the appropriate breakpoint. Confused? Shouldn't be. It's a lot easier than I've made out. The breakpoints are a very, very effective way of displaying content in the way that you wish it to be shown. And I'll just show you this little bit now. Rather than going through all of the breakpoints, I'm just going to drag and drop this window so that we can see what happens to the content as the screens change in size. Well, I hope that's given you a little bit of an insight. I'm always here to answer your questions. Thank you.